Hey guys, today we'll be making an adorable peppermint deco mesh wreath. What you will need, I have this really pretty peppermint stripe 21-inch long deco mesh, and this was actually purchased at Walmart. I have 2 rolls, and then I have the 10-inch deco mesh in red and white, purchased at Hobby Lobby. I have a huge wreath ring. This is a 24-inch wreath ring, and then I have this really pretty peppermint stripe ribbon. This was actually from Joann's. And then I already had some red and white solid ribbon. And this is 2 1/3 inches and 2 1/2 inches. You can add in whatever you'd like. You can add in ornaments, bows. Just have fun with it and make it your own. Alright, let's get started. First thing I like to do is just lift all of my stems. This wreath ring has 24 chenille stems on it. So I'm going to take both rolls, and I always say you can just use one roll if you prefer, but I want it really poofy and I want it kind of thick. So I'm going to double up, and I'm just going to curl it to a point right in the center. And I'm going to start with the outer ring and then come back around to the inner ring. So for the outer ring, just going to pick a stem, place it down, and twist it a couple of times. I'm going to pull it to make a nice poofy poof. And I want this wreath to be very, very poofy. So I'm making a nice thick poof, just like that. And place it down. And then twist it a couple of times, just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing again. Pull to make a nice poofy poof. And place it down. Just like that. You can measure each poof if you choose to do so, but I just kind of estimate it and go from there. So we're going to continue doing this all the way around the wreath on the outer ring, and then we'll come back and repeat the steps on the inner ring. This is what it's looking like so far. My poofs are so thick and poofy. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the outer ring and move to the inner ring. Alright, so I have all the bundles in place. I've made it back around to my starting point. Right here, I'm going to just make one more poof, untwist this stem, place the deco mesh down, and twist it back. And repeat the same steps on the inner ring. And don't worry about this part, you can just tuck it away, it won't be visible. My last stem for the inner ring, so I just have to make a poof, unravel, place the deco mesh down, and twist it back. And you guys, look, I'm going to have just enough deco mesh. That is like so perfect. Don't you love when it works out perfectly like that? So I'm going to go ahead and take this mesh off of the rolls, and I'm just going to make one final large poof. It's so cute and poofy. I'm just adjusting the poofs, fluffing it up, making sure it looks really nice. But we are not done. We are going to add even more deco mesh. Adjusting my poofs, and like I've shown you before, you can definitely, since it's double layer, pull the layers out if you choose to do so. Just another option. I think I'm going to leave them layered for now, but you can always change it up later. So I've cut the red and white deco mesh into 8-inch long pieces, and I've cut the striped peppermint ribbon, the red and the white ribbon, into 10-inch long pieces. Now I'm going to gather them in bundles and place them on my wreath. Alright, so I have one piece of white, red, striped, red, and white. So I'm going to curl my deco mesh just to make the curl nice and tight. I'm going to curl the red. And you could cut these into 10-inch long pieces if you choose, but I feel like 8 is good enough. And I have my peppermint ribbon, my red ribbon, and my white. Just like this, a nice fun bundle. And I'm going to scrunch it all together. And then I'm going to place it down. I'm going to untwist, place my bundle down, and then twist it back a couple of times. And I'm going to go ahead and tuck my stems away. And you can ribbon cut the ends if you choose to do so. It's completely up to you. And I'm going to just alternate the way I place everything so it's nice and fun. I'm just gonna like alternate each time just to make it different and fun. If you prefer all of them the same, making it, you know, more uniform, then go for it. It's completely up to you. Just have fun with it and make it your own. It's looking so cute and precious. You can see each stem looks slightly different from the last. I think that's so cute and fun. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of my bundles placed, and then we will be all done. Alright, so I've added all of the ribbon and the deco mesh on the inner ring. Now for the outer ring, I'm only going to add deco mesh and my peppermint stripe ribbon. But for the inner ring, I have the red and white deco mesh and also red, white ribbon and striped ribbon. But you can do whatever you choose. Just have fun with it and make it your own. Alright, so I have placed the red solid, white solid, and the peppermint ribbon along with the red and white deco mesh on the inner ring, and then I placed red and white deco mesh with the striped peppermint ribbon on the outer ring. It looks so cute and precious, and it's so poofy. Oh my goodness, it's so poofy. This is probably the largest and poofiest wreath I've made thus far. It's so gorgeous. And you could definitely leave it like this because this looks so great. But I'm going to add one final touch, which is going to be a huge peppermint bow. I will link the video on how I made this in the description box down below and also at the end of this video. So I'm going to take my adorable bow and I'm just going to tie it to the actual wreath. I'm just going to push everything over a little bit. And guys, this wreath is so huge and poofy. And tie it in place. And I want to kind of bring it up a little bit like that. I prefer to tie it in a bow as opposed to a knot, just so I can make sure I like where it is and make sure I like how everything looks. So cute. A huge bow for a huge wreath. So this is the finished product. It's so cute and precious. You can just modify it as much as you'd like. Have fun with it and make it your own. You can add as many loops and tails as you'd like. You can ribbon cut the end. Just make it your own. Personalize it to fit you. But it's so cute and poofy and it looks so adorable. Perfect for the holidays.